Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we are going to talk about a programming language, the language which is becoming very popular. And if you see last few years, its growth has been tremendous. And the language is open source, backed by one of the giant companies, and it is it possesses a simple, easy syntax as Python, and it gives the robustness and the stealthiness as C and C++. And moreover, this programming language is very popular among InfoSec and cyber defense community. By seeing this description, some of you might have found this, and the language is nothing but Golang or Go programming language. So in today's video, I'm going to showcase how to set up the Go development environment, and we are going to write the typical Hello World code in Golang. So without wasting a time, let's begin. Before beginning the Golang development, let's see why we are saying Golang is one of the rewarding skills to have. Here is the evidence. I'm in the one of the popular job search portal. Here you can see the recruiter searches. Golang tops the list. It already overtook Python and stands tall. So that is why we are saying Golang is one of the most wanted and rewarding skills. So let's see what is the role of Golang in cybersecurity. If you see the brief description here, Golang produces much more lower detection rate against security software when compared to popular malware code languages such as C, Python, C++. From this sentence, you can understand Golang is being used by malware authors. They build their malware using Golang. The multivariant language enables a single code base to be compiled into all major operating systems such as Linux, Windows, and Mac. This is another brilliant and important capability of Golang, because if you write a single code, you can compile the same code on all three major operating systems. So that is another excellent features of Golang. Now let's move into the Golang website. So this is the homepage of Go programming language. Build fast, reliable, and efficient software at scale. Go is an open source programming language supported by Google. So that is the giant company that I told before. Easy to learn and get started with. Built-in concurrency and robust standard library. Growing ecosystem of partners, communities, and tools. So by clicking the download button, you will be able to download the language, and I'm going to showcase why Go. So here you can see using Go at Google. Go was created uh, at Google in 2007. Since then, engineering teams across the Google have adopted Go, built product services at massive scale. If you scroll down, you can see various vendors and organizations that are using Golang. So here you can see the major organizations who are all using the Golang. Apart from this organization, there are abundance of organizations prefer to use Golang. So that is why Golang becomes inevitable. So let's see the next step, the installation. First of all, you have to install the package for the operating system that you are using. So it is cross-platform compatible. Currently, I'm using Linux machine. Hence, I need to download this specific package. And here is the installation step. If you have the Golang already installed in your machine, you need to execute this command. Otherwise, you can continue with this specific command, extracting the tar file. And once the extraction is done, it is loading that file into this specific path. And we are calling this specific environment variable inside a file from where it will be referring the Go binary. And this is the simple installation step. After that, with this command, you will be able to verify its installation. So let's try to move to the specific folder. I already downloaded that package from Go website, and I'm going to verify the Go installation. Currently, Go is not installed in this machine, so we can carry on with the steps that we see here. So this particular command to be used with sudo privilege. So I'm using the same. Yeah, now it is copied into the specific folder. And let's see the next thing. You need to add this environment variable into the path. So I'll be adding it into bash rc file. So here is the environment variable object. So from so here I'll be adding it. So saving and exiting the file. Now we installed. Let's verify the Go installation. Here we are. We installed the latest version 1.17.8. Now what we can do? We need two components to begin the Go development. One is the Go compiler. We already installed it here. And the next thing is IDE, Integrated Development Environment. We need to choose the IDE for our own. So let's see. So here you can see the list of supported IDEs for Golang. The popular one, here you can see Visual Studio Code tops the list, and there are other IDEs and editor plugins you can use. Uh, Here they gave the list. So all these solutions are IDE solutions. So Sublime Text is compatible with Golang. So I'm going to use Sublime Text as I'm comfortable with Sublime Text. Now I am in Sublime Text. You need to install the Golang plugin in Sublime Text. In order to install that, I am pressing Ctrl Shift and P. If I click, I'm typing Go. I already installed Go plugin here. That is why I can see the set syntax Go. But if you are not installed it, you can simply do it by choosing Install Package option. If you click this, you'll be able to see the list. If you type Go Lang, you can see the Golang installation here. And as we already installed the Go plugin in Sublime Text, we go to configure the Go build here. Go build is nothing but uh, a place where the specific code being compiled. So let's see how to configure that. I'm going to preferences and package settings. Here I can see Golang and settings. If I click settings, I'm getting an error. The setting file packages Golang Sublime setting couldn't be opened. So let me try to resolve this. I was wrong. You have to go to preferences and package settings. Instead of Golang, go to Golang config and settings user. So here you need to copy and paste a piece of code. So here you can see we are referring the go path environment variable and its value and go root environment variable and its value. So we are going to paste this stuff within this specific file, and I'm saving and exiting. So this is what I wanted to showcase. And apart from that, we need to make one more change in the bash rc file. So let me show where to make that. Sublime dot bash rc, it's a hidden file. And if you come to the end, we already mentioned the path environment variable. Along with that, you also need to mention the go path environment variable. And if you doubt what are the environment variables we have in Go installation, you can use Go command and env to view the Go environment variables. So if I give enter, here you can see all the relevant environment variables. And uh, at the bottom, you can see Go path. Not bottom, at the middle, you can see this specific Go path. So this one to be added in bash rc. And also, you can see the default Go architecture and default Go operating system Linux. So it simply show my machine configuration. So this is the Go environment variables that already set during the installation. So I'm adding this specific Go path environment variable and its value to bash rc file. So I'm adding this specific Go path and its environment variable and file. So now I'm adding this go path environment variable into bash rc file. So this is all about the changes that to be done in Sublime Text. And now everything is set. Let's begin our Golang Hello World program development. Hello World.go. Go is the extension, and I'm mentioning the syntax here, setting the syntax as go. Perfect. Now let's try to write the program Hello World. I am calling the print function, and hello world, please subscribe. So here is the print statement, and I am saving this statement. I can see the error here. Expected package found print. So here I am getting the error. So it gives the error as expected package. If you see Golang, everything will comes under a package. So we need to mention the package here, and the package name is main in Golang. So package is the keyword, and later we need to mention main. So now just we mentioned the main. Uh, let's try to save this. Here I can see another error. VET expected declaration found print. So here we are getting another error statement, and the statement says this specific program has no entry point. If it can be any program, in order to begin its execution, it has to start from somewhere, right? So that is called an entry point. So in this specific Golang, typically like other programming languages, main function would be the entry point. So that is what we need to add here, and the keyword is func main, and we need to add the curly braces. And so this is where we need to bring this specific entire print statement within this main function. Now let me save this. Here I can see the next error, undeclared name print. So which means the program couldn't recognize the print function. So why it happens? uh, if you know Python programming language, there everything is packaged. Of course, you need not to add any libraries in Python to mention the print function. Print function is one of the Python's built-in functions, but Go program couldn't recognize the Python function, which means we might need to add uh, any package, any built-in package in this program. So in order to search for the packages, you need to go to the specific page, which is dedicated for Python, Go packages. You can search for the packages here, and the package we want is FMT. FMT stands for format here, and it's a standard library. Here you can see the tag. The standard library came up with the Golang installation. So if I click this, I can see the functions, variables, types, constants that belongs to this specific FMT package or FMT library. So if I go to this, if I click the functions tab, I can see the list of functions that belongs to this specific library. So we can either use print, printf, or println. So let's try with print here. So I'm clicking print, and here is the explanation. Print formats using the default formats for its operands and writes to standard output. Spaces are added between operands. When neither is a string, it returns the number of bytes written in and y error encountered. So here you can see the example. So they are mentioning the package main, and this is how you need to call the you need to call the library, and the main function is mentioned, and here the sentence which clearly denotes the string that needs to be printed. So here is the output. So this is the typical structure of the Go programming language. Now let's try to pull the package FMT here. So here I successfully imported the FMT, expected string found new line. So we need to bring this specific library name within double quote. Now we couldn't see any error, but only one undeclared name print. Why it is still happening? We need to refer this specific package here, fmt.print. Now I am saving this. Control S I pressed. I couldn't see any error. So if I click Control Shift B, I can build the specific language that we just wrote. So I'm just moving to go-run, clicking enter. I'm getting an error. Hang on. All I wanted is to save the configurations that I did in the package settings and Golang config. I successfully did that. Now I'm trying to execute this specific command. I am pressing Ctrl Shift B to build the program, and I am just pressing go-run and enter. Here I can see the output. Hello world, please subscribe. So it is printing the program. Now I am building the program from the Sublime text itself, but you can also build the program from command line. And in order to do that, you need to use the command. Let me clear the screen. Go run and the program name. If I click enter, I can see the outcome here. And the output is not printed in a new line, but if you want to print the output in a new line, you can modify the program a little bit. Just add two letters, print ln. That is the function to print the output in a new line. So I'm saving this. Control Shift B once again to build the program from Sublime Text. Go run, entering. So here is the outcome. So if you see, if you execute from the command line, you can clearly see that go run hello world.go, the output printed in separate line. Now we just created our programming language. What we can do next? We need to compile this program. If we need to build this program, while building, we can specify the architecture and operating system that we want. That is the excellent feature of the Grow programming language. As I said, it is cross-platform compatible. First of all, let me create the executable for this specific hello world.go program. Let me check the file type here. Currently, it is C source ASCII text. If I open this, it is just a human readable Golang program. But let's see, let's try to convert this into executable. And in order to do that, the command is simple: go space build and the program name. If I give enter, it just took few seconds, and I can see the new file created in this directory. If I see the file type, it is executable and linkable format, Linux 64-bit executable, and it is statically linked. Go build, it is built with go build, and it is not stripped. So we in few seconds we created the Golang executable. So if I go to Sublime Text and read the same executable, it is simply the binary, non-readable characters, non-readable but binary machine language. So this is how you need to convert a simple Go program into binary. But what if you want to compile this specific program into different binary? I mean, for different architecture, what you need to do? The command is simple. As I said, to read the Go environment, you need to enter this command go space env. It will give all the relevant Go environment variables. So here you can see the Go architecture AMD 64 by default and Go operating system Linux by default. So let's try to showcase the same in Go Sublime Text build. I'm just pressing Ctrl Shift B once again, and this time I'm going to choose Go cross compile. If I click this option, I can see the list of operating systems and the architectures. So if you can choose whatever the option that you need to build this specific program in that specific OS and architecture. I'm using Windows operating system and architecture as AMD 64. I'm pressing enter here. I can see the error because I'm currently running in Linux machine, hence it gave me the error. But you can build this specific program with different architecture and you can create the executable for different operating systems. So let's try to get the list of operating systems and the architecture here. So I'm pressing Control Shift B once again and cross compile. What we can do, we will try to mention the operating system as Windows and architecture as AMD 64. So let's try to do that. And the command is env. First, we need to mention the Go operating system, and it is equal to, and it has to be capital letter Go operating system, and it is Windows, and Go architecture ARCH, and it is AMD 64. And we mentioned the same. Now we are going to use Go build, and again calling the same hello world.go program. So this is the command to compile your program with different architecture and operating system. So if I give enter, it will take few seconds, and let's see what we got. I can see a new file here, hello world.exe. Uh, Let me see the file type here. Here we go. It created portable executable 32-bit. Portable executable 32 plus executable for 64-bit architecture and for Microsoft Windows. So that is why we are calling this program as cross-platform compatible. So let's try with another operating system and architecture. I am again moving to Sublime Text, Control Shift P, cross compile, and here let's try the operating system as Darwin and architecture as AMD 64. Let's try to replicate the same operation for different operating system. This time, instead of Windows, Darwin architecture is same, Darwin. So yeah, here we go. It takes few seconds, and I'm simply trying to find the file type here. So here it just overwrote the same file, hello world, and I can see the file type here. This is for Mac OS, Macintosh, and 64-bit executable once again. So yeah, this is the simple one. Let's try to execute the specific executable. Um, since we are in the Linux environment, I am again going to build this go build hello world.go. Now, if I check the file type, this executable linkable format, let's try to execute this. This already has the execution privilege. So let's try to execute it. If I execute it, I should get the output as hello world, please subscribe. Let's see. Here is the outcome. So this is how the malware authors make the Golang made executable. So for example, let me move to malware bazaar and showcase the list of malwares created by Golang. I'm just putting tag as Golang. If I click enter, you can see the list of malwares that is being written in Golang. You can see both Linux and Windows executable here, and also one Mac executable. So they are writing ransomware, spyware, all sort of malwares using Golang. So which is why we are saying Golang is very crucial and essential programming language to learn. And this is what exactly I wanted to showcase. Some of you might be beginning the Golang, and some of you have some hands-on experience on Golang. But if you are beginning, this video would be very helpful to you. Especially, I am a beginner to Golang. Hopefully, I'll be reading more concepts related to Golang in future, and I'm so glad to share all those stuffs with you. Hope you really enjoyed this. If you really did, hit the like button and consider subscribing my channel. If you have any opinion, put it in the comment section. You can also share this video among your friends. Hopefully, I'll be catching you next time with another excellent and exciting concept. Until then, I'm signing off. Love you guys.